Hey guys, welcome back to another Leetcode video. Today we're going to be looking at Leetcode 16, 3-sum closest. This is a medium level difficulty array problem, and we're told that we're given an integer array nums of length n and integer target, and we need to find three integers in nums such that sum is closest to target. So we need to return the sum, and we're going to return the sum of the three integers. And we're told that we may assume that each input would have exactly one solution. So in the previous video, we looked at Leetcode 15, which was, I believe it was Leetcode 15 anyway. I believe it was just threesome, so threesome without the closest. This is threesome closest, so it's going to be using the same principles as you would have guessed as threesome, with a little bit of a twist. So in the original threesome problem, we have to find three integers, which, or actually we have to find all pairs which equal to 0. In this solution, we have to just find the sum of the three integers which are equal or which are closest to the target value which we are provided. We're told that there's always going to be exactly one solution. So in this example, the sum that's closest to the target is 2. Minus 1 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 2, so we return the output of 2. In this example, the sum that is closest to the target is 0, so we return 0. So let's jump straight into solving this problem. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set our result equal to 0 initially. Well, that's what you would have thought. However, let's say we have a list of negative numbers, minus 1, minus 4, minus 3. Those numbers, no matter how close they are to our target, they're never going to be closer than 0, because 0 doesn't actually exist in this list of numbers that we're given. So instead, we want to just set result equal to nums 0 plus nums 1 plus nums 2. So now we can actually compare to the numbers which are actually in the list, as opposed to 0, which, especially if we have a bunch of negative numbers or a list of mostly negative numbers, we're not going to pass all test cases. Then the next thing we want to do, just as we did with threesome, we want to sort our list, and then we want to say for I in, we want to find our fixed number. So we want to say for I in range and length of numbers. So we're finding all our fixed numbers, and then we want to find our left and right pointers. Left pointer being I plus 1, remember, and right pointer being equal to the length of numbers minus 1. And then we want to say while our left pointer is less than our right pointer, we're going to get our total. So our total is going to be equal to nums I plus nums L plus nums R. So this is our total of the three integers that we are currently at. And what we're going to say is if our total is equal to our target, then we can set result. We don't need to do anything. We just return total. So we just return total. We can return target. But it basically means we've come to the number which is a target. So which is equal to the target. So it is the closest to the target we're ever going to get, being the target itself. So we just return the target. Otherwise, if the total is greater than the target, well, we want to decrement our right pointer by 1. Otherwise, we want to increment our left pointer by 1. But remember, we have our result variable that we need to update. And what we want to do is we want to say if the total, the target minus our total is less than the target minus our result, then we want to set our result equal to this new total. So if our target minus our total is less than our target minus our result, we want to return, well, actually we want to set result equal to total. However, again, we need to factor in the fact that we may have negative numbers, like in this example. And it's actually really neat that they've given us negative numbers in this example, because it allows us to keep this in mind. It allows us to keep all edge cases in mind. So imagine we had, minus 5. Let's put minus 5 on a number line, and we have 0. Well, we want to work out the absolute difference from 0 to minus 5. and we don't want to get negative numbers. Otherwise, our code is not going to pass all test cases. We want to find the absolute difference. The absolute difference of -5 is going to be 5. So we want to wrap all of these in absolute, which in Python will give us the absolute difference. And once we're out of this for loop, we can return our result. Let's check our code works. We pass the 2 sample test cases. And we can see that we pass all of the test cases for this problem as well. And this is Leetcode's newest AI tool. I don't know, I've never tried it, but it seems cool if you want to get premium. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is sort of simple once you've done Leetcode 15 3-sum, but yeah, there is a medium level difficulty problem, so it can be a bit confusing. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.